Hello and welcome students on the YouTube channel of Paimastan Singh Public Senior Secondary School. So students, today we are going to talk about our geography 4th chapter, mineral and power resources. Okay, so what are minerals? If I will ask from you that what would you know about the minerals, then you would say that minerals which is all around of us, we can say in our food or in everything that we are using, that all are called the minerals, and minerals are important in our life. So here we will understand about the minerals with the one example. Have you ever seen a baker baking biscuits? The flour, milk, sugar, and sometimes eggs are mixed together. While eating the baked biscuits, can you see these ingredients separately? Just as in the biscuits, there are number of things that you cannot see. Same as it is which things which we find rocks on the earth have several materials which is called minerals, and it is mixed in them. These minerals are scattered throughout the earth's rocky crust. So, what is the definition of mineral? A mineral is a naturally occurring solid, liquid, or gaseous material. As you can see, that is in the form of solid, liquid, and gaseous material on the earth's crust, and it is created by the natural process without any human interference. Mineral resources are valuable natural resources. The economy of a country greatly depends on the presence or absence of its mineral resources, as they are the backbone of modern industries and development of the capital goods. They can be identified on the basis of some physical properties, like as we can say about the hardness, luster, color, shape. These all are the physical properties of our minerals. Minerals are distributed unevenly in different parts of the earth. There are about 3000 known minerals. Of that, 20 minerals make up from the most of rocks. Minerals are very important part of our life. We use them for industry, machinery, automobiles, agriculture, construction, communication, jewelry, and medicines also. Now next we are going to talk about the types of minerals. There is a two types of minerals. One is metallic and second is non-metallic. Metallic, which means it contains a raw form. Non-metallic, that do not contain any metals, like we can take example limestone, mica, and graphite. Under the metallic minerals there is another two types. One is ferrous and second is non-ferrous. As we have discussed about the metallic and non-metallic minerals, metallic minerals are minerals that contain metals with their any kind of the chemical formula, as well as non-metallic minerals are mineral which don't contain any metal elements. Okay, metallic minerals have a shine of their own, but non-metallic don't have a shine of their own. Metallic minerals are associated with igneous rocks, and non-metallic minerals are associated with sedimentary rocks. Metallic minerals are quite ductile, and non-metallic minerals are not ductile and can be broken upon a collision. Metals can be extracted by melting the metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals do not yield new products upon melting. So, as we can see in the next diagram, there is a we can say a chart which gives us knowledge information about the minerals. Has two types, metallic and non-metallic, then ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals with have a high iron content, and non-ferrous minerals that don't contain any kind of iron. Okay, as you can see, ferrous examples are iron ore, manganese, and under the non-ferrous, gold and silver. In the next slide, we will see about the metallic minerals examples like gold, copper, iron, and non-metallic minerals examples are limestone, marble, gravel, clay, and sand. Now next we are talking about the extraction of minerals. Minerals exist in raw form in rocks and have to be produced and purified before being used. A rock containing enough minerals to make its mining economically profitable is called an ore. Here is the difference between the minerals and ore. Minerals are the naturally occurring substances of metals which are present on the earth crust. As compared to minerals, ores are the minerals which can be used to obtain the metal profitably are called ores. All minerals are not ores, but all ores are essentially minerals too. Like example of mineral clay is the mineral of aluminium, and bauxite and cryolite are the main ores of aluminium, from where we are getting the aluminium. Bauxite, cryolite are the main ores, okay, and clay is the mineral of aluminium. Aluminium we are can say getting from the clay. So extraction of minerals, the process of extraction of minerals from rock is called mining, and there is a two type of minings. One is open cast and second is shaft mining, okay. Second is drilling, third is quarrying. As you can see on the slide, drilling means deep wells are bored to take minerals out, that is called drilling. Quarrying means the minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by the process of quarrying. Now under the mining there is a two types. One is open cast. Minerals that lie at shallow depths are taken out by removing the surface layer, that is known as open cast. Shaft mining means deep bores called shafts and have to be made to reach minerals deposits that lie at great depth, that is called shaft mining. Next, we are talking about the power resources. Power or energy plays a vital role in our life. We also need power for industry, agriculture, communication, defense. So it categorized under two categories. One is conventional sources of energy. Second is non-conventional sources of energy. So what is conventional sources of energy, which have been in common use for a long time? Like here we are talking about the examples wood, coal, gas and petroleum. These all are the examples of our conventional sources of energy. So first of all we are going to talk about firewood. It is widely used for cooking and heating. Okay. A large part of energy used in rural India comes from firewood. Remains of plants, animals which have were buried under the earth for millions of years got converted into fossil fuels by heat and pressure. And fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas are the main sources of conventional energy. So under that, first we are talking about the coal. Coal is the most abundantly found fossil fuels. It is used as a domestic fuel in industries such as iron, steel, steam engines and to generate electricity. Electricity from coal is called thermal power.